What's up, everybody? Welcome to the PixelPlay Podcast, episode 214. My name is Adam, a.k.a. CS Radical, joined as always, Kaylan, a.k.a. Catastrophe, and Chris, a.k.a. Jin and Chris. Well, he's just upgrading from jazz hands to kissing now. Oh, man.
Like, every time. I can't even
I'm expecting at the rate we're going,
anymore.
like, he's going to walk in one episode, he's going to pull, like, a random thing from above the ceiling, and he's going to get dirty danced with friggin' water.
Don't give me ideas. Don't give me ideas.
Then he's just soaked for the rest of the podcast.
I want to put the
there
record
being
straight.
like, you know what, worth it.
Just set the record straight. That is not Dirty Dancing. Dirty Dancing is about the summer camp dance counselor getting on the travelers. Get your movie straight, buddy.
I'm sorry, I have, like, taste in movies, so I don't remember a lot of these things.
How dare you? Dirty Dancing is a classic.
No one puts baby in a corner.
Nobody puts baby in a corner.
No, because she is 16 dating a 38-year-old Patrick Swayze. It's
Where
very
does her father get off trying to tell her who she can or cannot see?
Speaking of
16.
classics, you know what I actually got around to seeing for a Halloween party over the weekend? A lot of people have talked really good about this movie from this year, Sinners.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I've heard good
And
things.
I'm not a big, like, horror movie guy, but it really isn't a scary movie at all. It's just more of like a sort of like a tense thriller. It's fucking good, man. I was surprised how much I
want to
liked
watch
movie.
that.
Yeah.
I want to watch that.
So that's up there. But anyways, who
too.
cares about movies? We're going to talk about the Game Awards because at some point, it'd probably be like another 2 episodes from now, but like sometime in mid-November.
Hour before we release this episode.
You know, that would be really funny. They did say in mid-November they're going to release a nominee list, so we figured we get ahead of that like we usually do. We're not going to go full in depth like we have before. We're just going to go Game of the Year, and then we're going to like give our quick thoughts about a couple of categories. We're not going to obviously do every single one because, let's be honest, none of us know a damn thing about esports, so we've completely cleared that off the board along with another ones. Like, for example, what is best game direction? Like, every time like that award comes up, it's like, that's just the game that they're giving to somebody else because they can't get Game of the Year. It might as well just be second place.
Yeah? Yeah, I don't know.
You're not wrong.
Like, every time they put, like, that award out, I'm like, who's this for? Like, we don't know. Like, game director to us just means,
I guess?
was this a good game? Like, what's this mean to us? Like, we can tell what's good music. We can tell what's good visual design. But, like, best game direction, I'm like, it's not like, I mean, even with the Oscars, I can sit there and go, like, what's best director really mean? Because, like, is the movie good or is it not good? Like, what's the director have gotten much, like, I'm sure the director has a lot to do with stuff. But, like, to us, we have no fucking clue.
Yeah, but wouldn't that be tied into the best movie has the best director probably because they directed the thing?
I mean,
don't know.
that can be debatable sometimes, so.
True.
But anyways, I'm going to get one last, monkey off her back. We'll get rid of the elephant in the room. Yes, our Jay's lost.
Nah.
And now you will never hear us talk about sports again for at least, I was going to say 6-ish months, but the Leafs aren't going to make the Stanley Cup final, so we're not going to have to worry about them very much. Probably not for another 12 months.
Yeah, I'm off sports until the next one gets in the championship league.
I'm not going to lie to you. The first thing I said as soon as the series was over, after I could speak, after not being depressed for so long, was, "All right, guys, I'll see you next April, and it won't be because the Leafs are in the playoffs. It'll be because baseball started back up because I'm not paying attention to fuck all for the rest of the year."
Yeah, I'm like Kaylan. I'm a bandwagon fan, and I admit it. My wife had a very funny post where she posted about the Jays' final game and put, "As a lifelong fan of the Blue Jays since October 1st, 2025.
I mean, you were at the bar with me for Game 6, which was really fucking sad. And then I wish you had been there for 7 because I was in a bar with a couple of friends, and I was a miserable son of a bitch as soon as they gave up the lead in the 9th.
Oh yeah, you're really selling me on being there.
But I don't mean miserable as being like an asshole. I just mean like, man, it was just stress. Lots of stress.
Yeah, it was very stressful.
The best meme I saw was the MVP award going to the mats on the wall of Rogers
Oh
Center.
my god. So for context, for those that don't know, in Game 6, arguably the Jays could have, I don't know if it was tied or won because I've already kind of forgotten, with an inside the park homer because the ball got stuck under the mat. But our argument is, like, I know the rule says that, once it's stuck under something, like, it's automatically a ground rule double. But my brain was like, you can see the entire fucking ball, and the guy was about to grab it. It's like, he knew he could grab it. Like, come on now. Like, it's their fault for not playing the ball. Like, come on.
Yeah. It's like he saw the
hidden rules of
technicality to not lose the game and went with it.
The best thing I liked was me, my wife, and my father all sitting around the table, critiquing, making calls, being like, "What the hell? That's out." Second time we watched baseball this year, and we're making calls like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, whereas like everyone in the group kept looking at me, being like, "Is this right?" I'm like, "Yeah, it is." Unfortunately,
So you hit the ball with the bat, right? That's the one.
That's it.
I mean, I will say, and like again, like I'm gonna try not to make this a sports-centric show, but like this is the World Series, and the first time in 32 years that Toronto got to experience that, so it's like a 1 in a million thing we get to do. Baseball is that sport for me that I think my nerd brain loves the most because it's so much about statistics and like looking at, okay, this guy against this guy, what's that career matchup look like? What's happened? Like, how's this guy doing in this situation? And you can really like rip it apart to its just
baseball is
to
the
its
nerdiest
atom.
baseball movie. Like baseball is the nerdiest sport there is.
It absolutely
Literally
is,
made a movie called Moneyball, and it's just about, hey, look how nerdy these guys are.
It's true, though. Absolutely.
It's absolutely true, and that's why I love this fucking sport.
Yeah.
I mean, aside from the part that I was thrown into it at age like 5 or 6 and played it for like 10 years, so I didn't have a choice, but...
That would have an impact.
But then I hated baseball after I left it because of bullying, and then I got back to it as I got older and went, oh, I fucking love this game. This is my nerd brain. This is like Excel spreadsheets, the sport. I love it.
Not wrong.
But anyways,
Not wrong at all.
Sad. We were 2 outs away from getting to experience the championship, but I'm not allowed good things, just like, in video games, we're not allowed many good things either because, well, Square Enix exists and also Xbox exists because right now, apparently, that's just the par for the course. We're not allowed fun things.
This took a dark turn.
It did not take a dark turn. It took a correct turn.
Correct.
It's not like I haven't had fun things. Screw it. I'll go right into that. I've been playing the shit out of Hades 2 the last 2 weeks, which, by the way, apologies for not being here last week. But like I said, World Series podcast that's being listened to by, 50 people at most a week.
And we appreciate
you're okay
it.
with missing us for a week.
Careful, Adam. Let's not critique too
Subscriber
much.
count halves after this episode.
We love and appreciate all dozens of you
I didn't
that
say
listen
that we
to
didn't
us.
love and appreciate them. I just said, look, y'all can understand that I'm allowed at some point to be like, look, we don't get much here in Toronto if you're a sports fan. Let me have this 1 week.
You got your 1 week. You get it.
And
It's
now
okay.
I'm depressed again,
It's okay.
so it's right back to normal.
And everyone's like, yay, the episodes are still the same.
We don't want Adam getting too optimistic and happy.
No, we can't have that.
It throws the vibe off of
It
the
does.
podcast.
What am I supposed to do on the show if I'm not yelling about something?
Yes, this is true.
Like, what
We
is
really
my
need to do this
existence
podcast
otherwise?
when
But anyways,
Old
Hades
Man
2.
yells at clouds.
I'm going to be fighting probably the rest of the year whether this is my game of the year or Blueprints. I'm actually really torn about it right now for different reasons. Hades 2, I think, is probably the better game in terms of its actual some of its parts. The only downside is with Hades 2, I'm not done it fully, but I've unlocked the true ending that I now need to work towards. And I'm kind of at the point where I'm like, I don't need to play you every day now. I think I can pop you in to play a couple of runs and just slowly get to this actual ending. Because it's now gotten to a juncture where I can only play the same thing so many times before I'm like, all right, I think I've done what I need to with this. But there's still that part of me that wants to see the end, so I still got to at least do that. But I don't think I'll be... I don't even know how many hours I put into it. I know night-wise, I've done about 40 as I've gotten to the...
Okay.
To the basically where I'm at now, where now I'm just grinding out a bunch of the same things just to try to unlock the last bit of this story. So...
Yeah,
I don't think I'm going to get
my
much further about that, though.
That was my gripe with the first Hades, because Hades 1 was my game of the year, whatever year that was. I think that might have been our first game of the year.
No, because unless we did it before we were actually doing our annual awards, maybe we talked about it when before it was just you and me, Kaylan,
Yeah.
and maybe you did, and I just don't remember. But I don't.
I think you did. As a previous listener of the podcast, I believe that yes, you did.
Yeah. So, anyways, I liked Hades, but the problem I had with Hades was that there was an ending, when you get to run it, and then there was you had to do a certain thing to get the true ending, and I'm like, I'm not doing this. So it's kind of a bummer to hear that it has that same sort of idea.
Yeah,
that,
but I will say it's not. By the time that I got to the end, I was still pretty enthusiastic about it, and I'm still not even done unlocking some stuff that I'm trying to mess around with.
Yeah.
So I'm still in the experimental stages with stuff because I'm still finding some combos that are just unreal. So it's not like it's gotten completely stale. It's just now at a point that it's okay, how many times can I do these loops before I go, all right, I don't need to spend like 4 hours in a day on this. I think I could pop it in and do like 1 or 2 runs, which can be anywhere between, assuming you actually are finishing them all the way, about 30 to 45 minutes. I also, again, I don't know how you did it, Kaylan. I had to turn on God mode. I genuinely tried. About 10 runs in, I went, I can't even get past the second boss. I have to tap out, and we have to turn on God mode now because I don't think I'm ever going to get any progress in this game unless I do.
I don't know if there was a God mode with Hades 1. I played it with like the true roguelite aspect where die and restart and stuff like that, and it took a while. And then when they're like,
almost assumed
"Oh, by the way,
must have,
do
but
it
maybe
again,"
not.
and I'm like, "No, I'm not doing that again."
Yeah,
It
like
did have a God mode. I didn't turn it on, but I got to the exact same as you, Kaylan,
Yeah.
where I left it in the normal settings. Took me forever to beat it like once, and it was like, oh, that's not the true ending. You got to keep going. And I was like, no, I don't. And then I just like uninstalled it.
because like the way that God mode works in, I don't know if it was the same way if they did put it in the original one, is you start with 20% defense against all damage, and then every time you die, you get an extra 2 added to it, all the way up to 80%. As it currently stands, and I've done like I said, like somewhere around 40 nights, I'm at 52. Once I hit 50,
Wow.
I finally like hit a point where I'm like, okay, it's pretty rare that I die. And in fact, the only reason I'm at 52 is because once you unlock the true ending, a secret boss starts showing up in your runs, and he fucked my ass up in that first run because I'm like, I got him right at the start of my run where I have like almost no boons yet, and I'm like, well, this sucks. I have nothing to work with. I guess I'm just gonna tap X for a while and see what happens.
Yeah. I do love these games.
Yeah.
I am excited to pick this up
I
eventually.
can't believe that at this point, 2 out of 3 of my top 3 are roguelites. Because I generally, like, one of them might catch. It's really rare for 2 of them to catch as well as they have. But Blueprints and Hades 2 have been fucking fantastic. And it makes me now want to go back and play the original Hades because I never did.
Oh, it's good.
So good, dude.
It's good. This one looks kind of the same, like different character, different weapons and stuff.
Yeah, from what I
but
understand, because I had a
same
friend of mine
premise
who
is
also
still the
played it
same.
who watched me play in Discord for a bunch of runs. Some of the character designs have switched up a little bit, but like most of the actual core of it is very much the same.
Yeah,
Seems
yeah.
very similar, yeah.
Yeah, which I mean, that's what I would be in for.
I mean,
anyways.
it was considered a Game of the Year contender when it first came out. So if you're just slightly approving upon it, I think that's pretty good.
In some circles,
yeah.
it was a Game of the Year award.
Also, I'd be curious to know like how many times like a game's direct sequel or a Game of the Year nominee's direct sequel also gets a nominee for Game of the Year. Because I'm like 90% sure we're going to see this as a nominee.
yeah.
But yeah, it's fantastic, and it makes me. I've forgotten just how good Supergiant Games is. Because like
yeah.
I didn't play. I'm trying to think. Did I play Transistor? I don't know if I did. Like Bastion, I
played that.
loved Bastion. So
Bastion's so good too.
like I've known that they've been constantly staying on top of their shit, and to actually get to play a modern one again with them makes me go, oh yeah, these guys are still good. Yeah, no, I haven't missed anything with these guys.
Oh, such a good developer.
And yeah, like again, because obviously Darren Korb is still doing the music score of his, and once again, just that man can't make mistakes. Just unbelievable soundtracks.
Yeah.
And I have an earworm song in my head from this game that I now have is on my Spotify, and I just refuse to stop playing. So,
Nice.
No, I'm gonna have to check that out. I'm not gonna
well,
lie.
Les, what are you boys up to?
Chris,
Killing you. All right. Well, we took last week off, so strap in, boys, because it's going to be a bit of a list. Instead of going into detail about most games, I'm just going to list.
I was
going to
say because
just give a score.
we
Rapid
would be like
fire.
2 hours later if that was the case.
Yeah, no. Finished Shinobi. Already talked about that. 6 out of 6 final score. Incredible platformer Metroidvania, if that's your type of game. Has accessibility, so even if it's too hard and you think it's a difficult game, you can always turn the difficulty down. Finished Return to Monkey Island. Also 6 out of 6, with the caveat being if you like point-and-click games. If you don't, it's like a 2 out of 6 because it doesn't do anything different.
But I mean,
from
if
a
that's the
90s
case, like
point-and-click
you
adventure.
should probably look into the game you're buying. So if you buy it and be like, this isn't a friggin' Assassin's Creed pirate game at all. How could you fool me
Yeah.
like this?
Yeah. So fantastic.
Curse you,
The humor,
Ubisoft.
everything's there. Definitely like top tier point and click adventure games. Like the writing is what does that. So that's a 6 out of 6. I can't find one thing that I fault with it. I finished Ball Pit.
Ball X
I got
Pit, yeah.
obsessed. Ball X Pit. I
How many
got
hours did
obsessed
that
with
take you roughly? Because I've stopped playing it because Hades 2 took so much of my time these last 2 weeks.
It took me 44 hours, but I got every achievement. I 100%ed.
So you
Ball X
Balatro the
Pit.
shit out of it. Got it.
Yes, except I was thinking of that because Balatro I'm still playing, and it's because I haven't actually unlocked every fucking achievement because there's so much to do to get there. In 44 hours, you can get every achievement in this game.
It's
so
okay. I'm sure at
it's
some
like
point you'll own Ball X Pit on like 5
Balatro,
different things.
like- yeah, that's true. But it's very addicting. I kept going. I couldn't stop. I could not stop. I'd like play it on my Xbox on Game Pass in the basement, and then I'd go upstairs, grab my Steam Deck, and I go into like the xCloud streaming or whatever, and just keep playing. Like I just moved couches. I didn't actually stop playing. So that like 6 out of 6, fantastic game. And then the next one, Kaylan, I might need your help on this one because I don't even think I mentioned I was playing this, but I beat Plucky Squire.
Oh, did
I
you?
actually, yes. So that is not a 6 out of 6 to me.
No.
I'm giving it a 4
That's
out of
generous.
6. And it's because I really like the first couple hours of the game. I thought it was very interesting and different and all that kind of stuff. But holy hell, did it overstay its... Yes, it overstays its welcome. And at the end, I was like, oh my God, how long with this fucking game? I played it for so long. It took me 8 hours beginning to end.
Yeah.
That was it. But it felt like 30. Like it was insane. So I'm giving it a 4, but it's a little generous.
You are very generous. If I were to give that game a grade, I'd say generously I'd give it a 3.
I gave it a
And that's more
DNF
for
out of
the-
6 because I didn't finish it.
I didn't finish it either. I literally sold it on Facebook Marketplace because I was like, I don't care about this game at all. And I think I traded it for like Star Wars, like one of the Star Wars remasters for Switch. And I'm like,
I get why
didn't
people
finish it.
liked it, but I also don't get why people liked it after about 3 hours.
Yeah,
So-
that's...
for me with that game, I'd say like it's a neat idea that didn't stick the landing, right? Like,
Yeah.
hey, cool, like you're this little character in a book. You can jump in, you can jump out. Has very much, because it does have a very much a Legend of Zelda like 2D like feel to it, which is awesome. But like I think it's just bogged down in like there's too much dialogue in that game where it's just like
Yeah.
you turn a page and it's like more dialogue and it's dialogue you don't need.
It's like trying to be
yeah.
a JRPG in a game that's not a JRPG.
I don't think it's trying to be a JRPG. It's just
Well,
like,
no, just
it
the amount of text
handholds
wall.
so
That's kind of a
much.
JRPG thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just like saying stuff that they don't need to say. It's like, we need to cross the wall. They cross the wall. We should cross the wall. It's like, okay, I get it. Like, there's the wall. Like, stop. Like, I get it. Like, it kills
It's
the
almost like they're
pacing,
trying to
'cause,
make it for like a Blue's Clues audience and be like, it's right there.
kind of. But, like, the problem is that, like, you switch the page and you play for, like, a minute or two, and then it's, like, a minute of dialogue, and it's like, get to the point. I just want to play this game uninterrupted. Like, it's like, I want to play it, and every once in a while, they're like, no, we want to talk to you. It's like, no, I just want to play the game. Leave me alone. So, yeah. For me, neat idea, neat concept, neat art direction, but just poor execution.
Yeah, for me, it was... So I actually finished it. I pushed myself to finish it. I got it so cheap because it was on the Humble Bundle, like, monthly thing. So I just found somebody who wanted to trade. So I traded, like, a $4 game key I had for that. So it was, like, probably about $4 I spent on the game. So I don't regret it
No,
financially.
for $4, it's fine.
Yeah, but it was like an 8-hour game that really should have been maybe 5 hours at most. And cut back on the dialogue. Leaving the book was a cool concept, but then like you kept having to do it. And it'd be like, oh, you can't pass this wall until you leave the book, go back 3 pages, find an item, go back 3 pages, jump back in. And it was like, I just want to like play A Link to the Past in a storybook with like this aesthetic.
I mean, it's
like,
almost like it's trying to
that
get
would've
like a little bit more, like it's trying to have more of a concept than like what A Link Between Worlds did, but didn't really understand how to effectively do it.
Yeah, and a lot of the boss fights, or maybe every boss fight, wasn't actually just like attack the boss with your sword. It was like a rhythm game, and then it was bubble bobble, and then it was something
Wasn't
like
the first
an
boss
archery
like Punch
aiming game.
Out-ish?
Yeah.
Punch Out was another one. Even the final boss was that for a while, and they kept just introducing new stuff, like a shooter, but like old school, like arcade. I don't know what you call it, like an arcade shooter when it's like left to right
Like a
shooting,
Gradius
like
sort of deal?
like Gradius kind of thing. They just kept introducing new stuff, and it was like, I just want to play like Legend of Zelda. Like I just want to hit the boss is a big spider, and I use my sword and I hit it. Oh, good, I killed it. Turn the page. Like, yeah, it just the pacing was really off for me, and I was like dreading finishing it. But I was like, I know this isn't that long. I can probably finish it another hour. That final hour or two must have taken me 5 days. I'd play for like 20 minutes. I'd be like, nope, I'm done. Like,
That's
I'm
where I
going to
was
go do
at.
something else. Yeah.
I was like playing. I'm like, why am I doing this? Like, I
Yeah.
don't have enough time to be generous and like.
Yeah. Oh, and I did one other thing, which is very gamey.
What'd you do? Did you get it?
I built the
Nice.
Lego Game Boy. I actually got it for my birthday.
Happy birthday,
This
Chris.
is the coolest. I don't know if it'll come up on the screen,
Yes.
but the actual Nintendo like comes down like when you would turn on a game. I've actually got a Link to the Past in there, and yes, the games do come out, and yes, they are Lego, and you build the cartridges. You can change what screen goes in there. It even does a little click when you push in the game. The D-pad and everything, and the buttons actually push in, which is like, it's a fucking Game Boy. Like, this is insane. I showed this. My sisters got me this, as well as my brother-in-law's for my birthday. I sent them a picture. I'm like, I built this. And they're like, that's not Lego. You just bought a Game Boy. I'm like, no, that's the Lego. Like, I built this. It's so sick. It's so sick. You can put 3 different screens in the front. You can have a scene from A Link to the Past. No, Link's Awakening, sorry. You can have Super Mario Land, and then you have 2 carts. One is Link's Awakening and Mario Land. And the Mario Land, you can't see it, but on my shelf, it even comes with a little stand to put the other game cart. So the Game Boy and the game cart are sitting on display,
amazing.
and the other one sits in the actual Game Boy.
I want it now.
Oh, it's so good. And it's at Costco. If anybody has a membership in Canada, it is there, and it's not too bad. I think it was like $60-something. That's not bad for, like, I spent the entire night building it. It didn't need to be a one-night build, but I was not stopping. I was like, this has to be ready for the podcast. And I did it last night.
Love it. I might have to go
Yeah.
back to that.
Oh, yeah. Delightful build. So, yeah, that's what I've been playing. Bunch of games, and then I built one myself.
Nice.
Lego.
I've just been playing Ghost of Yotei. That's what I've been working my way through.
I've officially tapped out.
Yeah, I can see that.
no.
I can see that.
I got past the Oni, and like my logic was, I honestly, it's the same as Tsushima. I genuinely liked playing the game. I don't like how long it takes me to progress anywhere. Because getting through the Oni's world, and like this is also like, yeah, I did like fully complete the map areas because you do want the upgrades and stuff. But like even just the story missions, the amount of time you spend just to get to the point where it's like, okay, we're at the Oni, we're about to get him. Oh, we screwed up. All right, let's go do a bunch of other random shit to get to that point, and then we have this extremely long mission to get to the final bit there where you do beat that character. And then my logic was, I gotta do this at least 4 more times? No.
And the funny thing is that I find, like, I'm still on it. I love Ghosts of Yotei. I'm still playing through it, like, but I do see, like, I've felt a little bit of the burnout as well. And I've been doing everything. Like, I've been clearing out the maps and stuff.
Because I know that if I played it, I'd have to at least like do like I maybe could cut out a few things, but like I want to do all the shrines because obviously you want to do those. Like I do like some of the stuff. Maybe I wouldn't go like and get everything on the map, but like there's a point where I'm like, well, I do want to get these skins because these upgrades are gonna make me better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I find, like, there's a lot to do, and it's like, they show a lot of it very early, and it, like, just by the end, you're like, oh, like, all right, I'm gonna do another fox den. All right, I'm gonna go get another shrine, and it's like not super compelling. Like, I find the traversals kind of like annoying, where it's like if I look that I have to climb up a ledge, I'm like, I don't want to climb down. Like, every time I just try jumping off it because I got the perk where I can like do a roll.
You know what?
when I roll.
Assassin's Creed did
Yeah.
get that part right. At least you can take some of that away.
Yeah. But yeah, I find it's just like I'm doing the same things over and over, and it's like, why? Like, it's taken a while. But like
I
the
didn't even
thing
think
is,
to look.
like, oh,
let's see how long the beat says that game would actually take. I want to know how long.
if you mainline it, I think it's like 16 or 18 hours.
Yeah, if you just did the main missions, yeah.
Yeah, but that's not how you
probably
play
like-
that game.
I don't even know
No.
how you would play that game with just straight like mainlining all the missions because you don't get enough like stuff to get.
No,
any of the
well,
perks or
also like
anything.
you feel
No.
like you aren't actually getting much out of it. So it says main story 27, main plus extra 43 and a half, and then completion is 58. I could not play this thing for 40 hours. I could not do this.
I'm actually
lead for-
surprised at that 58.
I feel like I
Yeah.
probably put maybe 15 into it. And I think at that point I got more, like, if even just to breeze through the rest of it, it would still take me somewhere around 10 to 15 hours. I'd no. No.
I'm about 35 hours in, and I have just finished. So I've gotten rid of the kitsune, the oni, and the snake. So I'm about halfway through, I guess, I don't know, but like it's very formulaic where it's like where you said like, oh, you do all these missions, you try and assassinate, it goes wrong, you have to start over. It seems like it's happening the same time every time. So like I wouldn't be surprised if for the next person I go after, it's like,
it also,
oh no,
it really
like
just
if
kind
you
of
go
point
right,
out, like,
try.
that. I think we had the conversation a couple episodes ago where it's like Sony just seems like they have a formula with their stories and then they don't deviate, and it's starting to become very obvious in these open world games.
Yeah.
Don't worry, they were going for live service, so it wasn't going to get better.
Yeah, this is better than live service.
Well, it probably would have been better for me because I just wouldn't have played them.
Fair.
I could have been. I could have done something else.
So that circles around. I'm still playing Ghost of Yotei. I am liking Ghost of Yotei. But I am seeing sort of like the cracks in terms of like, like this is annoying. Oh, I don't like this. Like I've been playing that the coin game or whatever. Like I forget what the heck it's called.
Oh shit, what's it called? I don't know. I actually do like that game though.
I like it, but the problem is it's designed so poorly that like you have to get them all 6 in the first round, or else.
You can cheat. And turn on the accessibility options that shows the pathway.
But then why am I doing it?
Because
right?
I want to make money, Kaylan.
Like
also,
I like the game, but it's just
you were
like,
kind of
like
taught to cheat in that game anyway by your mother, so you might as well actually do it for real.
True. But it's just like I play it and I'm like, oh, like this is dumb. That like if you miss once, then you lost and you have to start, and you can't.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the weaker mini games in one of these games.
You can't skip it either. You just sit there and just like watch this guy.
It's not like cooking fish. You can't skip that one.
No. So
why couldn't they just done a card game like everybody else? Even though it would have made no sense.
Horizon Forbidden West still has the best minigame. Like
you were so far.
Oh yeah, what was that called? I liked that, but I don't remember what it was called. It was something like chess.
Steel. Wasn't it something steel or something like that?
Yeah.
Anyways, I still have the gripe about like the stealth aspect. Like I got the stealth armor, I got a bunch of stealth stuff, and it's just like. I'm playing stealth, but it feels like it doesn't want you to play as a stealth character at all in this game.
I mean, the way I play stealth in that game was basically, all right, arrow. Ah, shit, you saw me? Oh, look, your friend dropped a knife. Woof! And back to stealth.
Yeah, I am playing this like John Wick-esque character, so I got this one like thing where I've got people dropping weapons left, right, and center. I'm just chucking things like it is like watching a John Wick movie.
You know what? I would watch a John Wick samurai movie. That sounds like a fucking great time.
Yeah. Right? I can tell you it is. I'm loving it.
I love that throw mechanic. That is so delightful.
And I think one of the gripes is that like you get all these rewards, you get all these charms, and I think there's an aspect that there's not enough charms space that like you can't really build anything super cool, and a lot of these charms are either very specific or very minor, right?
There's also a lot of them that you will immediately stop using as you get further in the game. Like the ones that are for harvesting, like you basically drop them after like by the time you've full cleared one area after you've gotten through the tutorial. You'll basically stop using those because there's no point. You'll have the materials you need by then.
100%. Well, even like there's like one, it's like, you know, you get more damage if you do like a twin blade attack or something like that. It's like, well, that's a very unique and specific situation. I'm not
like if you have enemies that it doesn't work with, what's the point?
Because you're told not to use, like, don't use, like, use the dual katanas with these guys, but not with these guys. It's like, okay, so I've got this charm that improves this thing in this one particular weapon in this one particular instance.
It'd be great if it had a charm that like adjusted based on what weapon you were using at the time.
That would be like that. I think is a really good idea. Like it's like, hey, here's your general charms, like the things that are full stat bonuses across your character, and then there's a charm slot for each of your weapons. And you can put one charm slot.
Because you have like specialty charms, like it's like here's your father's charm. Like it would be cool if there was a charm that like was from some sort of like legendary warrior or whatever, and it says, hey, when you use this weapon, you get this boon, and then it shows like each like extra boon that you get based off of whatever weapon you're using. So it's like some sort of specialty like bit. So like you could have like say like 4 of them where. This one goes really, really well if you're just going to go guns blazing with your weapons kind of thing. This one is if you're going to parry more. This one's if you're going to dodge more. Like, where it kind of goes based on the kind of gameplay or the kind of
character build
type you are when you're trying to play it.
Right. Yeah, I feel like there's a shortage of charm spots that like I have to be very selective of which ones I use, and it doesn't allow for a lot of like creativity, or it doesn't like a lot of them. I find like. I look at I do missions and they're like, reward is a minor charm. I'm like, I don't really want a minor charm. Like, I don't care if it does 2% more damage on if I do this one attack with this one weapon. That's not good enough. Yeah. But I'm still loving it. I'm still playing through it. I think I'm going to platinum this game. But yeah.
It's perfectly serviceable. I can't imagine putting 40 plus hours into it. I'm gonna test my open worldness again when because the next thing I plan on playing is Outer Worlds 2. That's sitting on my desktop waiting. So I'll see how that treats me. and kind of get a judge there. So, because who knows? Like I said, it could just be a burnout thing. Maybe that's why, some of the games I'm liking more tend to be roguelites, because it ends up being a lot more of like a constant change, which is maybe what I'm looking for right now. So who knows? Like, we'll see.
I can't wait to play Outer Worlds because I want to play it. I've already built the character in my head that I want to play. I'm going to go for a guy who's like so desperate to become Employee of the Month and just like will do anything to become Employee of the Month.
Oh, I am 100% going to be like the Bernie Sanders, like I'm going to scare the crap out of capitalists sort of vibe in that. So
no, I'm going to be hardcore. Like, yes, sir. What can I do? I need to become Employee of the Month. That's my whole goal. I'll do whatever you ask. Like, no questions asked. Employee of the Month.
That's fantastic. I would watch that playthrough.
I'm going to call my character Kyle, and he's going to desperately just go and be Employee of the Month. And he doesn't care for which company. He's just trying all the companies just to be Employee of the Month.
All the companies.
His goal is just to become an Employee of the Month.
It's going to be an interesting like end of my year, because who knows what else might come out in the last little bit to kind of cap things off. But like I've got a good stream of stuff ready to go, because Mortal Kombat was really cheap on PC recently, so now I can finally get through the story on that. So I'm looking for like there's actually a good chunk of stuff that I'm going to get into. I'm like, oh wow,
my backlog is so big right now.
Yeah, like there was a point where it was actually really dead because there weren't really any good deals on the stuff that I was watching for. And now, like, a few things have opened up, so I'm like, oh, God, I'm actually going to be busy at the end of the year. Because last year I was like, oh, thank God for Indiana Jones, otherwise I have no clue what the hell I was going to do. Like, that's where I was last year. Now this year I'm like, I think I might be actually good till January at this point.
I'm going to throw a topic idea that we should do one week, and it's going to be, like, at the end of the year. And I think we need to do this as an annual thing. Like, we'll do our Game Award shows and stuff, but I think
maybe we do, like, if you're doing what I'm thinking, like, an episode where we talk about, like, okay, what's all potential Jin and Chris classics for next year?
Well, yeah, just like we'll go through like the year and we'll talk about the games that like we didn't get a chance to get.
And Chris cries for like 3 straight hours.
That's not an episode. That's a mini series, guys. What are you talking about?
Well, no, we're gonna lay it out for just 2025. So we're gonna go through 2025 and the games that came out.
And we're also gonna limit each other to like I don't know, like 5, so Chris can be like, no, you have to pick, Chris.
I have to pick 5.
I don't know. I could torch you further and be like, Chris, 2.
No, I'm not even answering that question. Then.
Chris just doesn't show up that week because he's like, screw it, there's no point.
We see a release calendar for games. Chris just sees a checklist.
I would love to see, like, based on Chris's wish list, I'd love this, because Steam has that new calendar feature now. I'd love to see what Chris's calendar now looks like. If only it could go backwards, too. I'd love to see that.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Like, I don't have as many, like, upcoming games. I mean, there's actually a shit ton on there that are pre-ordered, or not pre-ordered, wish listed, but... God,
like Dispatch, which we're both patiently waiting for the whole thing to come out.
Dispatch, oh yeah.
That'll be something for another time. But we might as well get into our meat and potatoes topic, which is, well, that big award things that people like to complain about by the time we get to December, because they always do. The Game Awards. I don't officially. What's the date? Let me just quickly double check that. I think it's like early December, if I'm not mistaken.
It's December something.
December 11th. Okay, that's actually later than I thought it would be. Gives us something to look forward to close to Christmas. I'm not going to complain there. But they're going to be putting out the nominees shortly. They say mid-November. They didn't give a firm date yet, so we're just going to do this now while we know that we can, before all of it's completely null and void. Because who knows? Maybe some of the things we assume are going to be even on this list aren't even nominated. We'll see.
Mm-hmm. No, we're going to name 100%.
I think there is going to be a good chunk of overrun with a lot of this. I think we're going to be matching up on a lot of things here, but we'll see as it goes. The way that we're going to do this, I gave a set number of subjects for the guys to go after, because we're not going to do every award category. Like, let's be honest, we could easily come up with the best racing game, but we don't really play them, so, like, what are we going to say, right? Chris would just say Forza Horizon and be like, Chris hasn't come out this year.
Yeah, I don't care. Sonic Racing, and I'll say, why does Sonic have a car?
Crossroads.
I mean, that's probably the winner anyway.
Why does Sonic need a car?
Because Mega Man's in it.
If we did merch, you know what? I think that would be one of our first shirts at this point. There'd be our character ones. Like I would like Kaylan would be on a throne with like Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts characters all around it, with like tapestry of like Chrono and like all this other stuff.
Oh, I love it.
Chris would just be sitting on a fence.
Yeah, I would.
And then I would be sitting there with a couple of protest signs, being like, "Last of Us sucks," and like something else, just be like "Bad Take a Palooza." Sounds right. And I'd be on a stage called "Bad Take a Palooza" or something. But most importantly, our first like meme shirt would be, "Why does Sonic need a car?"
Yes.
One day.
Because he does. It's got to be fair.
One day. Maybe one day we'll make enough money on Patreon in like 17 years where we can hire an artist to do that.
Yep.
But anyways, so we're going to go down the list. For everyone that isn't Game of the Year, we're just going to name like what we think will probably win it based off of what we are kind of guessing. Who knows? Maybe even one of these games might not even be nominated. I think we'll probably be in the ballpark of being correct on that regardless. Like, I'm sure I'd be pretty surprising if we name a not nominee in there, but you never know. But Game of the Year, we will do a full 6 set of nominees for all 3 of us. But let's just work our way from the bottom of the list according to Wikipedia that we picked. So first is the most anticipated game. So I think the answer is GTA 6. However, I'll give you guys a challenge. What would it be if it's not going to be that game 2 years running? Because my guess was going to be 007 First Light.
I think it would be GTA 7. Because that's all people are thinking about.
Because I think like GTA. Assuming it's up for that nomination again, it will be GTA 6.
No, I'd say Wolverine. Yeah. I'd say probably the Wolverine game.
I think if it wasn't one of the, if it wasn't that, Wolverine or 007, I think would be the 2 ones that stand out to me. At least off the top of my head, there might be one that I'm just not thinking about that when they put it out on the nomination list.
It's GTA 6. Yeah.
Yeah. If it's on the list, it's GTA 6. It's not even a question.
Yeah.
In my opinion, the toughest one was Best Adaptation. Not because, like, I could easily come up with an answer. That was easy for me. My question is what are the 5 going to be?
That is true. That is true.
Because, like, my answer is Last of Us Season 2.
I actually didn't put that. I wrote My Boy Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
I'm dumb. I thought we meant, like, what did they adapt into a video game? And I'm like, what? I don't even think they have 5
Someone didn't pay attention to the awards last year.
The Witcher 3.
It's okay. I'm pretty. I don't have
Because,
to
like,
be smart.
I looked at the list. The most that I was coming up with was basically 2 things. Like, I didn't even think about Sonic 3 because it was technically, like, late last year. It's, like, just before Christmas. Like, the only 2 things that I was noting that, like, people were talking remotely positively about was Last of Us Season 2 and Twisted Metal Season 2, and there's nothing else.
Isn't there, there's the Splinter Cell anime that came out?
Splinter Cell
like,
would probably be the, yeah.
Has it come out?
And,
Yeah.
yeah, it's out already.
I did not know it came out.
It's pretty good.
I feel like there's another anime adaptation.
There probably
of a
like
game.
I'm gonna look at the nomination list. I'll be like, oh yeah, that was this year, wasn't it? Like,
Isn't like
Castlevania
Arcane isn't or not Arcane? League of Legends.
Arcane is League of Legends.
Yeah, like didn't they?
I don't know if
I don't know if they came out with a new season this year. I know Fallout. Everybody's getting like ready for. But
Yeah, was Fallout this year?
not yet.
No,
that was last year.
That
Like the new
would've been a good
season's
one,
not
too.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
What other what else is there?
I would just assume another anime or animated game that's been adapted. Like there was a Lara Croft one, wasn't there? Was that last year? Lara
think
Croft?
so.
I don't know.
That was
Tomb
like
Raider?
years ago, dude.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, what the heck is there? Like
That's what I mean, right? Like,
I'd say probably Splinter Cell. That's my guess.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
Splinter Cell would
doubt
be
it
on
would.
there.
I'm pretty sure it would be Last of Us at this point, but you know, we'll see.
I don't know.
I'm only saying it because, well, let's be honest, nothing really came out that seems to be notable, and people are just going to vote for Last of Us anyway because it's The Last of Us.
Sonic 3. I already told you.
It sucked.
It will.
Oh, it didn't suck. It just wasn't great.
That's on par for that. That's a true adaptation to Sonic.
Can you imagine if Splinter Cell actually wins that, and Kaylan's like, God damn it, a fucking anime won an award for Splinter Cell. Be like, see, Kaylan, if you just stuck with the Japanese stuff, you'd be so much happier.
Yeah.
Anyway, best multiplayer game. This one was a little bit harder for me, and I kind of went in the direction of like, well, I know where Jeff Keighley seems to put his vote towards, so I gave it to Split Fiction because of it's the big co-op multiplayer.
I was torn between Split Fiction and Battlefield 6, but I do feel Split Fiction just with Jeff Keighley would maybe.
And also because Split Fiction
take
might
it.
be a Game of the Year nominee, so it feels like that should take it.
Yeah, I think it's Battlefield 6. Like,
Yeah.
it's been getting some good press and stuff. and
Yeah,
recency
that
bias.
was
it's
the kind
tough.
of flip coin that I was trying to take too. Is like, okay, is the one that I think is more critically being well done and has the Game Awards advantage, or the one that people are talking about, right? So, because that was the confliction that I had with Helldivers last year. I'm like, it should win, but it's got a lot of baggage now. Is it still gonna stick?
Yeah.
Because Split Fiction was also released relatively early, and I think it was like a March game.
Yeah, it was earlier.
But the
yeah,
Joseph Fares connection is pretty strong with Jeff Keighley, so that's kind of where I leaned it.
that's what yeah.
All right, let's get the first obvious one out of the way. Best RPG, Clair Obscur. Okay, moving on.
Yeah, it's 100%
It's
Clair
there,
Obscur.
but it's not. Clair Obscur is not an RPG. But
You're thinking RPG like Baldur's Gate
I'm
RPG.
thinking RPG as in like role playing game, but
Yeah. This is a JRPG.
You
where
played
there
you
are
played
no
the role of a
choices.
bunch of depressed French people, Kaylan. What don't you understand?
You control the battles like you would on a tabletop JRPG.
In the same way I
And
control
that's
the
it.
battles of Mortal Kombat. It doesn't make Mortal Kombat an RPG.
It absolutely is an RPG.
God.
You get to choose your character, and then you get to decide who wins the tournament. Or you fail the tournament, and that's on you because you were role-playing.
I will say as a side note, I will be very upset if Trails in the Sky first chapter doesn't get a nomination. I will be very upset if they don't get that because Trails deserves its fucking flowers.
It'll be on there. Oh, that'll be in the nominations for sure.
Yeah. It won't be a metaphor award like last year. I don't think the obvious RPG choice is gonna lose this time.
I want to throw this out there. I want to put Assassin's Creed Shadows into this.
It's not gonna win. I love you, Caleb, but there's no goddamn chance.
It's more of an RPG than Claire Obscure.
That's not what they're voting on, Caleb. Look, Sonic does need a car, and also it doesn't. An RPG doesn't have to be a specific. You're playing an exact, very finite role.
Role-playing games don't need to have role-playing?
Yes.
Oh man, if he saw any of these,
It's
Super Nintendo
2025, Caleb. You
RPGs.
got to understand, definitions have been wildly misused.
Wildly. It's a JRPG
It is neither a
from
J
France.
nor an RPG.
Yeah, it's a JRPG from France.
That is great. We keep calling it a JRPG, and it's not even that. It's just because we don't know, because we basically just assume JRPG means turn-based, which isn't even true, because Japan makes a lot of not turn-based RPGs. And we just went, fuck off, Japan. We don't care what you call it.
We've
guess
already
it's-
put you in a box. Stay there.
No wonder we're always mad at Square. They keep saying they're making JRPGs, and we're going, fuck you. No, you're not. Best action adventure. I also think this is probably a layup. I think this is Donkey Kong Bonanza.
I put Death
I don't
Stranding.
know. I put Death Stranding as well. Not
Gotta-
because
gotta-
I played it.
No, it just you got Jeff Keighley has to
Oh,
send a love
I
letter
have
to
a bone for
his
Kojima.
video.
Don't worry. I've got that covered somewhere else.
Yeah, I have a feeling it'll be Death Stranding. I think Donkey Kong would be the runner-up.
Isn't that the
'cause it gets
ultimate
Nintendo.
challenge, though? Kojima versus Nintendo and just how toxic those communities are if they lose?
Jeff Keighley just comes out in a first time ever. We have a tie.
Those, you know what? If those are the two runners for that award, I can't wait to watch this absolute mauling of the other community when they lose. That is, because I don't give a shit about that award, because whatever my vote would be would not win. I don't even know what my vote would be at this point.
If it was games I played, it would have to be Donkey Kong. But yeah, Death Stranding. I don't know. The Keighley and Kojima, it's too close.
The other big challenge that I had was best action game, because my brain immediately went, what the fuck is an action game this year? That was
I
good.
put Hades too.
I didn't consider Hades action, so I ended up putting Doom the Dark Ages.
Doom the Dark Ages is also a good choice.
Yeah, I actually put Ninja Gaiden 4.
Oh yeah.
Because I assume that to be action.
Like,
It's a
I
tough
was going
category.
through...
Like,
I was
don't
going
all
through
games kind
Metacritic,
of have action.
and the amount of games I was like, I wonder if that would apply, and then Wikipedia said action adventure. I'm like, damn it.
What's the difference between action and adventure and just action?
I assume
Yeah.
at this point it might as well just mean open world. That's
It's
kind of
action,
how I
but it's
started.
not, you're not going on an adventure.
Actually, in action games, that's where you do role play the characters. So, like, it's just very confusing.
I mean, at this point, we could put like Hades 2 as an RPG. Why
Yeah.
not? Like you're building a character there, so why not?
Oh, actually, that's kind of a good way of looking
no.
at it. For best action, I put Ninja Gaiden 4, but I also put in brackets, I wish it was Shinobi Art of Vengeance, because that was actually true perfection of action.
I mean, the other one that could be in there in like the action adventure going back would have been Ghost of Yotei. That would have been another one that could be in Ghost.
Yeah, I don't
adventure.
think it's going to be
Yeah.
able to go up against like the two big ones, which
No.
are Death
No.
Stranding and
No, I don't
Donkey
think so.
Kong, so. Also, it's not even that good a game. No. Best independent game. I think this is where it's going to hurt my feelings, because I really wish Blueprints would win, because I'd like to see like smaller studios or unknowns winning it. But I think it's Hades too. Now that Super Giant just came out and was like, here's our giant dick. Like, just, you're going to take this game. You play, and we're like,
I mean,
yeah, it is
that's-
pretty good.
Like like I think Hades 2 is a good contender for that one. Blueprints is also. But what's that one you were just talking about? The something X. I forget what it's called.
Moloch's Pit. No, I think those
Hmm.
three are like really, really like good to fight for, but I think it's still going to be either Blueprints or Hades, because Blueprints was like everybody's de facto winner for like 6 months, and then Supergiant was like, actually.
I've got also Silk Song in there because everybody went anticipation apeshit for that coming out, and I don't know if that'll have an impact on it.
I don't think that one will, and I think that's mostly because like the overall opinions that I've seen on it is more it's just more Hollow Knight, and it doesn't really build upon much. Like the general consensus I got is it's Hollow Knight, which is good, but it doesn't feel like it's like a lot of people that I've watched that I trust on this have kind of said like it's not it's cool. It'll probably get a nomination, but I don't think it's worthy. Like that's the general sense of people that have played it have told me.
It's a sequel made for a very niche group within a niche group. Like it's not.
If it wins, it's not going to be on the basis of critical acclaim. It's going to be on the basis of people wouldn't shut the fuck up about it for like 3 years.
Yeah, that's why I threw it in there because it's like.
And again, I'm not trying to poo-poo on it for anybody who's listening to this. I'm just saying, let's be real. Like, I don't even know if it's in the top 3 of indie games this year. Like, indie games this year have been good, man.
Yeah,
you could make a case of every game of the year should, like, minus Clear Obscure, should be an indie game.
Yeah.
I think you could make a case of like over half of them at least. But yeah.
Oh yeah.
Best performance, I kind of wasn't sure which. I was going to give it to somebody in Clear Obscure, so I just kind of ended up going with Ben Starr because it's Ben Starr.
Obviously.
So I went with Verso on that. I was torn between her or him, and I think it's Jennifer English who did Mael. Like I was torn between those two.
Yeah. Yeah, I had them. Also, Charlie Cox as whatever his name is.
Yeah, Charlie Cox
there.
is who I went with. Is for Gustav.
Yeah, like I think like I'd be shocked if it's not a Clear Obscure voice actor in that one.
Oh, it's totally going to be because they've also got Andy Serkis or whatever his name in there too.
Yeah, who does? Oh my God, what's the villain's name? Why am I blanking?
I can't remember his name. Dad.
Yeah.
It's also, I mean, Troy Baker's also in Death Stranding too, so like, I mean, he needs his knowledge.
Oh God,
yeah, because he needs more recognition. I'm not saying anything bad about him. I'm just saying like, you know, we don't have to give him his flowers every year, okay?
Yeah.
We can let somebody else have the spot, as we say, as Ben Starr, who's been getting a lot of flowers recently, is probably.
Yeah, also. Yeah, but he's done it all like recently. Like he just showed up and it was like Final Fantasy 16, but also the clown in Balatro, and just like fucking
I'm like this is maybe like I don't even think it's a lukewarm take, but I think they need to start separating best performance with male and female. I think we have enough now that we can separate.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think that should be a thing now.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll do it. Who knows? But like I think we're at a point that like you guys can put enough room for a second award now for best voice acting, because let's be real, like a lot of people care about that now, and now it's becoming very much like an art form, like we obviously want a gaming to become. So
yeah.
Audio design, this is where Kojima gets his bone. I just put Death Stranding 2 on that one because I figured, well, considering what that game kind of is, I guess it would make sense that sound would be a big part of it.
Yeah, I had nothing for this one.
That's always the weird one where it's like, is there something peculiar enough to make it work? And that's kind of why I just kind of put Death Stranding in that spot.
Yeah, Death Stranding could work.
Because like Hellblade was the obvious one last year because it was literally designed around sound.
Yeah. Yeah, I had Doom the Dark Ages as well. I haven't actually played much of it, but I'm like, Doom always has like some sort of cool audio shit going on. And then I wrote Clair Obscure just because I feel like it's going to be everywhere. So I was like, as a backup.
Yeah, like there's going to be a lot of nominations for that game this year.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, like the argument can be made for like Expedition 33 is that like sound is part of it. Like you use a lot of it for like cues and prompts of like
sort of,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not saying I'm putting it on my list. But
I ended up putting Death Stranding in there just because I'm like, okay, I got to think like Jeff Keighley. I've given so much to everybody else. I've got to put Kojima in here somewhere, otherwise he's going to cry.
Yeah. He was able to get the sound of a baby inside of a controller.
And then the rest of this is Clair Obscure for me. So first up, best score of music, which I did Clair Obscure, and I think that's a gimme given how much attention's been put on some of the main Muse songs in that game.
Also, the music is so good.
I assume they're gonna have the full orchestra that did the main like song in the first city. I assume they're gonna bring them out for that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Anybody with a different opinion on that one?
No, I think it's gonna be Expedition 33, but I want to give a shout out to Doom Dark Ages.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Doom always
Doom always that and Hades, like those are probably like your top 3 this year for score.
Yeah.
Although I will kind of put out, and I don't know if it works, but like there is like quite a bit of music in Ghost of Yote as well.
I find that's more atmospheric though. I don't know if it's like memorable.
Okay, then maybe I'll put it in audio design. I don't know.
Who knows? There's a lot of weird spots where you can put stuff. Art direction, again, Clair Obscure.
Clair Obscure.
I put Hades too.
I would be happy if that happened, but I'm convinced that
I think it'll be nominated.
I'm convinced we're gonna, and we'll see when we review the nominees. I'm convinced we're gonna see a lot of cleanup of Clair Obscure this year.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think Ghost of Yote might be in art direction as well, just because it's very artsy with some of its imagery and such. I don't think it's gonna win, but I think it'll be in there because it's not Clair Obscure.
I was actually looking at what the record is. So Last of Us Part 2 won 7 one year. So looking at what Clair Obscure could actually get, I think there's a solid chance. Like, and this is assuming their game of the year. I think they could either tie or beat this record. I think there's a shot.
Ooh, yeah.
I don't think so.
I've got them listed for like 7 right now. It's like they could tie.
I've listed them for 6, and that's me trying to like find some balance. But that's also not including a bunch of awards that we didn't touch that they could still be part of, because game direction could also be one of them, right? So
you've got a mount in it, best racing game. No?
I'm gonna say no on that one. That's a no for me. And then lastly,
fine,
best
they won't
narrative, and I just like that to me is a Clair Obscure one too.
Clair Obscure.
Oh yeah, that one's got it.
I think 2 of those 3 are guarantees for them. It's just a matter of which one doesn't if they don't clear all 3 of those.
I want to put this bet out. I'm going to put a bet out that, I don't think Expedition 33 is going to topple
I'm
Last of Us Part 2.
not going to put a bet out because I know I lose every bet I make. So
No.
why would I ever do that?
That would require me getting correct all of my guesses here, and I've never had that happen on this show. So there's no way I'm taking that bet because I know I will not make it.
Like I'm looking at other awards we didn't include. Game direction could have that. Actually, that might be one of the few that it has left, unless it gets. Well, no, it'd be best RPG, so it wouldn't get plotted anywhere else. So unless they like sneak one in innovation and accessibility, which I don't think they would. You know what? They might have a lot more trouble than I thought of getting to 7. You know what? Maybe 6 is the number I'm looking at.
Yeah, I don't think they're getting to the full 7. They're going to get a lot, though.
But they also may
sweep.
add new stuff for all we know. So who knows? Like you never know.
Best
what
Expedition 33 game is Expedition 33.
Well, like I said, like if they actually did the right thing, which and like double up on the best performances, there's a chance there, right? So.
Oh yeah, if they had doubled up on that, oh yeah.
Best JRPG that's not a JRPG made by a French studio goes to
best FRPG
game
goes
about
to
a blue hedgehog being nice to all his friends and not overbeating them by not getting in a car.
Surprisingly, Expedition 33.
Expedition.
But last but not least, game of the year. So
Yes.
well, I mean, let's run through some of the obvious ones. Like I'll run through what I think are the obvious ones. You guys tell me which ones you've greenlit or not. Clair Obscure.
Okay.
I assume is a thumbs up.
100%.
Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Yeah.
I don't think
I
it
put
deserves
it
the other,
there.
but sure.
I assume the Nintendo thing in there. Death Stranding 2.
Yeah, it's a Nintendo thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those are the 3 obvious ones to me. The next best one that I think has a shot is I think Hades 2 for the indie. Which is going to pain me if it's not Blueprints in there as well, but like that's where my brain's kind of going.
No,
I'm
gonna say
torn
Split
on this
Fiction.
because I really want Blueprints to get that nomination, and I have a bad feeling that they're going to only put one in, and it's going to be Hades 2.
I think Split Fiction is going to be that indie.
Well, I don't.
indie
Split
title.
Fiction's not indie. It's published by EA. It's not indie, Kaylan. Let's be real.
It's indie.
I think they're both.
It's
gonna be
as
on there.
indie as Clair Obscure's and JRPG. Like it's all nothing matters anymore. It's all just words.
He's so upset at the RPG thing.
Because like Hades 2 and Split Fiction are on my list.
Yeah, they're both on mine too.
And the part that's pissing me off, because again Blueprints isn't on there, is I have a feeling that Silk Song's going to be on it.
This is where I was torn. Ghost of Yote or Silk Song.
Ghost of Yote is on there.
It's not going to be
Yeah.
Yote. You guys are out of your mind.
I'm not saying
think
Ghost of
it'll
Yote
be
is going to
nominated.
win.
No, I'm
No,
saying
I
you're out of
think
your
it'll be
mind if it's going to be
nominated.
a nomination.
No, it'll be on there.
I think it'll be on there.
It's a Sony exclusive.
I don't.
Of course it's
I
gonna
don't
be.
even think like if they did 10 nominations that it would make it.
Oh, I think it would.
I'll put
I
a-
think
I'll put a bet
it
on this.
and
If
Yeah.
if they were going to put it on there, it'd be a pity list for Sony.
I mean, I think that
I stand by
Sony
my.
kinda
I
gets
stand
the
by my
Nintendo.
statement.
Because
Yeah.
I'll be real for you guys, like Kingdom Come Deliverance should be on there before it goes to Yote. Sword of the
Oh,
Sea
yeah,
should
for
be
sure.
on there before it goes to Yote.
Yeah. That's because they'll only ever have like 1 or 2 indie games or like lower budget AA. Even.
Blueprint. Speaking of which, Blueprint should be on there before it goes to Yote.
Yep. I only took it off just because of like Hades 2 and such. Yeah, I think Yote and Bonanza are going to be on there. Neither deserve it, but they'll both be there.
Yeah.
And like, I actually, you know what? I'll even post this question because I didn't even think about it now. Best racing game actually is going to be a competition. Which wins between Mario Kart World and Sonic Racing?
I think Sonic wins.
Sonic Racing.
You actually think?
I think it has the higher.
I know it's being rated better,
nobody's-
but like my brain is still going like, are they really going to give Mario Kart like not a win?
No one is thrilled by Mario. No one is talking about Mario Kart World. Like, honestly, Mario Kart World right now is a bit of a flop.
Yeah.
Like, I get that, yes, it's selling well, blah, blah, blah. It came with the console, but, like...
You know what the saddest part's going to be thinking about the Game Awards, Chris, because we both played it? The Alters will probably get, like, if anything, maybe one nomination for something, and I don't even know what.
Yeah.
Which is also sad. Because that game's good, man.
That game is good. Frustrating near the end.
This,
but like
honestly,
like
this is a year, and I can't remember who it was that was talking about it. I think it might have been one of the guys from Second Wind on YouTube there. This might be one of the years that when we look back on in like 5 to 10 years, we'll be like, this is one of the biggest years in gaming. Because a lot of good stuff came out this year. Which is also crazy to think, and we might even do an expose on this sometime, like maybe at the end of the year, in the new year. The fact that so much good stuff came out and almost none of it came from major publishers is a pretty huge thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I think this is a great year for non-AAA publisher.
It's a great year to show that you don't have to stick to the same 5 people anymore.
Yeah.
As a show of AAA gaming, I also think it's a great year for AAA gaming.
It's not,
there
it's
was
not
still
a
some
bad
great
year, but I would say that it's not like a year that it's going to be remembered to some of the other greats. I think this year is largely remembered for a lot of the AA and indie.
No, I think this year's been great for AAA. I mean, we got, like... I'm just thinking of all the games I played, and all of them were solid, like, from AAA.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Avowed was good, Doom Dark Ages was good, Shadows was great.
Well, like I've said, like I said too, like
Yote,
I
Bonanza.
think that a lot of AAA this year has been fine. I don't think like when I really sit down and think about it, I don't think AAA is deserving of even a single nomination for Game of the Year this year. I don't think they've put their best foot forward. Donkey Kong Bonanza is probably going to get one. I don't think it's deserved in the top 6 though, but I think they're going to give it to because of the Nintendo bit.
Oh yeah.
Like AAA has not had a bad, well, news-wise, it's had a very bad year, but that's not what the nominations are for. But in terms of like critical acclaim, I don't think that AAA this year has had a phenomenal year. I think they've just had a consistently good year, which is not like to say that it's bad. I'm just saying that they have not shown the way that AA and indie have this year, where they've taken so much of the spotlight this year.
Yeah, they've taken a lot more of the spotlight this year for
like
sure.
Like if all you
AAA's,
play is the big publisher stuff, it's not like you're not eating, a lot. You're eating very well. It's just you're not like if you're like me and you play a lot of smaller stuff, you've played some insane stuff this year.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like some of my favorite games are Ninja Gaiden, Ragebound, and then Shinobi Art of the Vengeance, which are just more like they're obviously AAA studios making them, but
there's some great games that aren't going to see like Keep Driving, another roguelite that I really enjoyed. It's not going to get anything. Discount, he's not going to get any mention. A game that I finished way back at the start of the year, The Root Trees Are Dead, a really cool detective-esque game, and it's not going to get any attention. So like there's a lot of those that like really did well this year with like very niche, very small ideas, and like I think they've done a lot better than a lot of AAA publishers have done with the same formula that they just keep copying and pasting every year. So that's why, like, I know that Claire Obscure is going to win it, and I think that's probably, like, it's still a good result. But I in the same way that I was praying that Balatro won it last year, or at worst Metaphor, and ended up being Astrobot as the safe pick, I'm really hoping, like, a Hades 2 or a Blueprints takes it, because I need the industry to really wake the fuck up and realize that you can't just budget your way to a nomination. You have to make a good game with a great idea. You can't just keep throwing $100 million at a good game.
yeah.
So we'll see. I mean,
Claire Obscure.
We'll see when the nominations come out. That'll make things really interesting. But like, I'm more curious on like what the couple of outliers will be in the nominations, because there's always like a couple that you're like, oh, that's cool, that's getting a mention.
I really hope, like, the dark horse I hope that gets some nominations is Shadows. I feel like that was a really good Assassin's Creed game. And, like, I don't know if it's not the best, like, Japanese game we got this year. Like,
If
like
it gets
Yote,
any
but-
nominations, it'll be for like the best sound design or something like that. Because
I can see,
I honestly think that like, and it's not because the game isn't good. Just for everybody to realize, I'm not trying to shit talk everything. I just think there's so much critical like distaste for Ubisoft right now that, and especially with the way that company's handled a lot of like human rights based shit too, that I don't think they want to give it a lot of time of day if they don't have to.
No, I get that, but I feel like it's one of the stronger Assassin's Creed games, but, like, and does a lot really well. So I don't think it's gonna get it, but I don't think it deserves the best accolades. But I also feel like it's gonna get criminally neglected as well.
Yeah, I feel the way about it the same way I felt about Outlaws, Star Wars Outlaws last year, where it deserved a lot more than it got, where it's actually a decent game, but like kind of just goes under the radar or kind of shit on because it's Ubisoft or.
But also, there's only
I don't
5
know,
spots
other
in most
stupid
of these categories, so it's really hard. To...
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Like I said, this year, like Hades 2 is maybe very worried that Blueprints is not going to get nearly as much attention now all of a sudden, and it's kind of like saddening me. So I'm really crossing my fingers when they announce the nominations.
Yeah.
We'll have to see.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff. Like this year has been really good, so there's going to be a lot of hurt feelings this year for sure. It's going to make that, because I'm a dumbass and I'm going to stream the whole thing, and I'm going to get really annoyed when there's a lot of wasted time with these trailers, like they always do. But
Adam, don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself.
I can't help it, man. I have to. I have to do.
I'll do it with you. I'll do it with you. I actually like watching this award show. It's not the worst of them.
Yeah. Looks like Kaylan dropped from it. Oh well. I'm sure
No.
he might pop back in a second, but either way.
Internet gods.
Yeah. Oh, back up.
I cannot be silenced.
Well, I mean, Ubisoft was like, all right, we got to get him back in there. He's the one person talking good about our stuff.
What? No, you were sharing your screen. You hit a kick button of some sort.
What? I did no such thing. What are you talking about?
I'm definitely not a Ubisoft plant.
No, you're a Sony plant. We've already discussed.
Imagine
this.
that was a Ubisoft cup. Or
No, it's not
something
even
that
Ubisoft. It's not even Ubisoft. So the Splinter Cell team is just getting.
Well, we
back
know
in
it's
there.
not a Ubisoft plant because the Splinter Cell's still not working, so he's not doing his job very well.
I'm here to just.
Well, we didn't say he's a good plant.
How dare you, sir?
Yeah, with the lack of work he's putting in for Splinter Cell, he's not really a plant so much as he's a weed.
A weed. No, we got a weed and a weeb on the show.
Yay!
And
There's a lot of
fence.
anime stuff on my wall. Yeah. But yeah, it's going to be a very interesting award show. I'm very curious because there's a lot of different reasons to be curious. Like this is actually a pretty star-studded lineup of nominations that we're going to see, and then there's so much of an open ground for new games to get announced that I think this could be a very interesting award show.
Don't.
Well, that's because you hate Jeff Keighley, Kaylan.
No.
It's okay. Your bias is coming back. The
No,
Ubisoft plan's
Adam,
kicking back in.
I'm trying to help you. You're building this up in your head, and you're going to come back in like 4 weeks and be like, "That was a giant waste."
I'm not saying that it will be like this Summer Game Fest. I've learned my lesson. Because Summer Game Fest is like 50% for fucking Twitch streamers. I'm not going to care about it. But at least with the Game Awards, there are points where I can not have to watch trailers for games that I don't give a shit about the entire time.
Okay.
I think it's better. I agree with Adam. I do think that
I'm
this
also
going
to
to
force Chris to watch it
show.
with me, so that way I'm not alone.
I'm gonna
I
mark.
already volunteered. You can't force me to something I've already volunteered to do.
I'm marking the clock. November 4th, 10 p.m. That's when we're recording this. Kaylan says, "You guys are going to be disappointed. Do not watch the 3 or 4 hour."
I am
show.
going to note this down somewhere, and I will act like it was the best show ever just to make you upset.
Yeah,
Including
I will
the
agree
fact
with
that,
both
man,
of your points.
you're right. Claire Obscure was the greatest JRPG ever made because it is totally a JRPG in the full sense.
You're just,
Both in location it was made and of its role
just
play.
going to spite glaze the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I usually do when I watch most of these shows, like because I have to pretend that I care about it. And then we actually do the podcast where I'm like, oh, there was like 2 good things in it.
I'm just gonna say you both make good points, and that's it. And just stay
What
right
a
there.
bold
and,
take,
and,
Chris.
I'm starting to work on the fence sitter shirt right now.
Yep.
What kind of fence would I use? Like, how would I got too many things to think about with these things now. But alas, I think unless you guys got anything else to say, I think we're good to take this off the air.
Yep.
Yeah.
Especially
I think
because
that's
Kaylan's
it.
internet for half a second was like, I don't want to be here anymore anyway. But alas, that is the end of this episode. So thank you so much, folks, for checking us out this week. So we're back to normal, at least for the foreseeable future, unless anything crazy happens. I don't know. Like there's no crazy sports championship I got to worry about for at least 6 months. So we're okay. So this Friday, Chris and I we're back to our usual Final Fantasy thing. We are on 9, so we are finishing up the PlayStation 1 generation, and then we finally get to move on to games that we both know very well, because I don't remember much of 9. Chris, I leaned heavily upon on this episode, so you guys will get to see that one there. Otherwise, you know the drill. YouTube, like and subscribe. If you are listening on any audio podcast platform, if you can rate us, please do. Otherwise, share with all your friends. Leave a comment, whatever you're able to do. Don't forget our link tree as well, linktr.ee/PixelPlay Podcast. Link to our Discord, link to our socials, all that fine jazz. Come and hang out with us, and we will shoot the breeze there. But anyways, that will do it this week. So take care wherever you may be. Bye-bye for now.